Jesus is always more. Nevertheless, he's always more. He worked 2 miracles in the wilderness. He fed 4,000 and 5,000. Moses had fed people in the wilderness all those years ago. You remember the story well. Christ did it also. He was a Mosaic figure, but always more than that. But nevertheless, a Mosaic figure. He fed them twice. And in John chapter 6, feeds these thousands. They loved it. Wanted to make him a king and he wouldn't have it. And he said, you know what happened to the people that ate the bread with Moses in the wilderness? Well, it kept them alive. Yeah, you know what happened to them after that? And everybody would know. Well, they died. Man doesn't live by bread alone. You see that bread that I fed you yesterday? It was the next day they wanted to make him king, and it's John 6 is where he's talking to them about it. He said, do you remember you eating the bread yesterday? You said you enjoyed it, didn't you? Oh, yeah. He said, you should have. It was good. You know what's going to happen to you by and by? You're going to die. You know the people that survived World War I in 1918? An awful. All wars are awful. But our experience today isn't not. It was ugly. All that sitting around and people dying and rats feeding on them and all of that going on. But you know there are people who survived it. You know where they are now? They're dead. Do you know what will happen to you and to me when we get all our good surgeries and our good this and our good that and good the other? Do you know what's going to happen to all the people who survived this pandemic? I don't know how many have died. I don't believe anything anymore that I hear on the news. Who do you know? You don't know what you know. But one way or another, you know what's going to happen to all the people who have survived this pandemic? They will die. Jesus said, the bread I gave you, you got the bread and you enjoyed it, but you missed the message. The bread I was offering you was a sign of what I offer you when I offer myself. For I'm the bread of life. Trumped by death. Everything in this phase of human living is trumped by death. But Jesus trumped death, and all of those who feed on him, all of those who will give their lives to him, commit to him and his venture. And his venture is to save a world. Everybody who does that become a part of him. And he who has trumped death has trumped it for us. And we live. Think about giving your life to the Lord Jesus. Would you do that? For the doctors and the government and all of these people might be able to help you survive. And if you are in danger, I mean, survive this thing. But that's your limit. But there is someone who, when your day has come and my day has come, and death comes knocking, and it will not leave until we go with it, that'll happen. But there's another day coming. And Jesus, who has trumped death personally, and now cannot and will not die because he's immortal, will take our bodies and transform them into the likeness of his glorious body, according to the exceeding greatness of his power. That's the one we're talking about. God bless you.